बाबा कहते हो यही बच्चे मेरे ताज तुम्ही, नैन के नूर लाडलो मेरी आवाज तुम्ही, मेरी दुनिया में तेरे दम से उजाला है, तुम्हारे साथ का अनुभव बड़ा निराला है।
माँ हो, बाप हो, भाई हो, बहन हो, कोई भी हो, ये अंदर की अपरिवृत्ति की बात है। बाबा के पास आए हैं, इसलिए आए हैं ज्ञान अमृत मुख में हो, ये हमारा ईश्वरी परिवार साथ हो तो प्राण तन से निकले। ये वायदा है, ये मन में इच्छा है, किसी भी कंडीशन में हो, शरीर यहां रखा है, अच्छा है, बाबा के घर पर तो पड़ा है। ईश्वरी परिवार तो मेरे सामने है। वो लोग के कभी खुश हो जावे, ये ईश्वरी परिवार के साथ है, सामने है, तो उनका भी कल्याण हो जावे। अगर वो सिर्फ मेरे सामने होंगे तो न उनका कल्याण न मेरा कल्याण, पर मैं ईश्वरी परिवार के सामने हूं तो उनका भी कल्याण है। हर एक ये खुश हो जाए तो मेरा प्राण भी ऐसे निकले जैसे मेरी लड़की का निकल रहा है या लड़के का निकल रहा है। इतना अपन को सच्ची दिल से बाबा को याद करके सहन शक्ति की मूर्ति बनना है। याद क्यों आती है लोग की सहन शक्ति की कमी है। किसी ने कुछ कहा ना, दिल छोटी हो गई ना, घर की याद आ गई। कोई चीज की इच्छा हुई ना, न मिली ना, घर की याद आ गई। उसमें आपको पास मार्क भी नहीं मिलेंगी। घर की याद आना माना बिल्कुल पीछे हट जाना। उनको स्वर्ग में तो सत्युग में तो वर्षा मिलेगा ही नहीं। हम पहले से बोल देती हूँ, चंद्रवंशी में मुश्किल मिलेगा। अगर अंतकाल तक घर की याद आती रही तो चंद्रवंशी में भी मुश्किल मिलेगा। क्यों खींच उस तरफ की जब तक है तब तक अतीन्द्रिय सुख की प्राप्ति का अनुभव, योग युक्त रहने का अनुभव, ईश्वरी परिवार के साथ सदा स्नेह मिलन मनाने का अनुभव नहीं होगा। सुबह संस्कार परिवर्तन नहीं होगा। तो ये एक दादियों की तरफ से बाप दादा की इतने लाड कोड की पालना मिली है, तो ये सब दादियों की तरफ से सौगात दे रहे हूँ। कभी कोई दादी मेरे को कभी न कहे तो फलाने के हम तो कभी यहाँ हूँ कभी नहीं हूँ, तो ये इनको भी घर की याद आती है। मोह तो हमारा सबका आप लोगों में है, बहुत है। दादियों का जितना मोह आप में है उतना माँ बाप का मोह नहीं है। हाँ, माँ उसको माँ बाप का मोह होगा जिसके माँ बाप की मार नहीं खाई होंगी, नहीं तो मार खाओ माँ बाप की, पता चलेगा बाबा का कितना प्यार है हमारे साथ। यहाँ दिल हल्की रखने की आदत नहीं है। दिल पर बोझ जिसको होता है तो किसको सुनावे, तो शिक्ल उदास लेकर के माँ के पास चले जाते हैं, क्या हुआ तेरे को, क्या हुआ तेरे को, तो उस बेचारी को भी बाबा की याद दिलाने के बदले भुला देते हैं। ये तो हमको पता होना चाहिए वो हमारे से कमजोर है। उनको अपने नष्टों मोहा ऊंच स्थिति बाबा की याद की शक्ति की, चलो जितनी हमारी उसने ऊंची स्थिति होंगी उनके उत्तर मदद मिलेंगे।
दिल तख्त पर हमें रख लिया, खुद से ऊंचा मान देकर नाम दिल पर लिख लिया। ताज तख्त और तिलक की हमको अमर जागीर दी। ताज तख्त और तिलक की हमको अमर जागीर दी। जिंदगी जीने की हमको एक नई तदबीर दी आपने बाबा।
Om Shanti. Transform the old sanskars and perform the dance of harmonizing sanskars. Always Hanji. Even if you don't think that the ideas of someone are very clear, don't say no. The words that emerge should always be Hanji. You can then give a signal to someone at an appropriate time. If you instantly cut someone off by saying no, there would be a conflict of sanskars. Therefore, prepare the field by saying Hanji, then give a signal at an appropriate moment. This is the way to harmonize sanskars. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today's day 25. Transform the old sanskars and perform the dance of harmonizing sanskars. Today's topic, always Hanchi. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Yes, everyone looks happy and well. That's very, very important. Some of the avyakti signal, which are our lessons or our homework, our practice, sound very simple. But when it comes to practical, sometimes we try to be very smart and sensible and we use the right method. If I have different ideas with the other person, I think that like today's signal is always say yes, Hanji. Hanji is like, yes, please, I will do it. Now, for me, I have a lot of respect for all the seniors, but also accepting reconciliation, agree with all equals also. And if it's practical, you have to say yes even to younger ones. I think these things, when We really practice them, you know? And then see where we are able to apply it and where we cannot. I think we can explain to other person where there is not like non-acceptance, non-cooperation. But it is acceptance to everyone. How practical it is. Can we do that? But Baba said this is the method. If you want to have harmonized sanskars, you have to say yes. Like Baba is saying, even if you don't think that the idea of someone are very clear, don't say no. The words that emerges should always be Anji. Huh? Yes, Ji is like older people, no, we respect. You can then give a signal to someone at an appropriate time. If you instantly cut someone off by saying no, then there would be conflict of sanskars. You know, one of the success of the life also is having long-term good relationship. Sometimes we begin with good and then it becomes bitter and bitter. But because of not using the method. So Baba said, therefore, prepare the field by saying Anji, then give signal at an appropriate moment. This is the way to harmonize sanskar. You know, discussion always could be useful. Listening to others. Even we know that what I am saying is right, but it's always good to listen to others. What is their point of view? Otherwise, they will always feel that we were not heard. We were not given opportunity. So that kind of authority really doesn't work in good relationships. You could be intelligent, you could have authority, but what is most important is to share your thoughts. One of the quality of Mama used to be Anji Baba, Ji Baba, all the time. Even Dadis, they will never say no to Baba, never. They will always listen to Baba and do it practically. I think that it's good relationships, right? What Baba is saying, that you are able to harmonize the sanskars. There is no conflict of sanskar. This whole month, Baba had been giving us signals for harmonizing sanskar. You know, they show that Sri Krishna is dancing with everyone. Gopis are different, Krishna is one, but they are dancing. So when Baba said, Mama has to do this or Mama has to go on tour, I think that my experience is that in the beginning when I came, I knew that my capacity is not there to do what Baba is asking me to do. So I will hesitate. I won't say yes or no. But Baba knew, but I also knew that I won't be able to do it. But somehow or other, everything stayed of what I have to do. what Baba has asked me to do. So gradually, my strength, my capacity, my faith, power, everything start increasing. So I was able to really do everything what Baba said. Sometimes I used to make list and say, let me see what I have done, what I haven't done. What service or what dharna or following Srimad, what have I done or not done. So I think that to have this quality of obedience is very important. And when you have that quality of obedience, you will do it sooner or later. So acceptance, sharing, true love can help you to do this. How many of you think it's easy to say Hanji? Yeah, I think many of you try, right? Many of you try to say Hanji. Sometimes internally you're not comfortable or you are not ready to do it. But I feel that when you do it, Baba will give you power. Baba will help you. Everyone will cooperate. Magic happens. Just say yes and trust that what is emerging, what is something which is power of Baba. Many gifts will come. Many things you will find are coming to you as powers because you said yes. So experiment, for 24 hours to say yes. We can't be blind in the sense of just do it, not knowing what you're doing. Yeah, you have to understand what you're doing. And then you say yes to it. And I'm sure you will be able to do it. Right. Okay, Om Shanti.
Shanti, Aji.
Hello. They say, Hanji, I am here.
Yeah, I am here. I said yes, so it's good. How is Gyan Sarovar?
It's beautiful.
Good.
Lot of trees, all green. People are happy and lot of facilities. Things have improved. Plus food facilities. You could be vegan. You could no sugar. Whatever you want is there. I think you remember, no? They set up now in a very beautiful way where people can get whatever they want, right?
Nice. Okay.
Especially these days, vegan is so common, right? And gluten free. So a lot of people are eating millet and different kinds of flours, but it's happening. Yeah.
Great. Are you up there for a few days or the whole time?
2 days
2 days.
because of call of time.
Yeah.
I will return tomorrow because a lot of people are in Shantivan and now they have a big IT conference, 500 people. And yesterday I was meeting the CEO of Sears. Sears is American company, right?
Sears. Oh.
Yeah, they have lot of branches in India. And he was very keen to see what are the systems you all have and so much expansion of the organization. Who give assignments, who looks at the profile. He's kind of very curious to know more and more. So he came to see me for 10-15 minutes, spent 1 hour just out of curiosity, And he lives in San Francisco.
Sure.
And I told him to, take course and he was happy that he would learn more and more.
Well, that's fabulous.
Yeah.
So I hope
and
he says hi to.
he brings about 40 people from the
Wow.
company every year.
That'll be in Shantivan.
Yeah, because he said most of the people have continued and most of the people have felt their capacity is better, their life is better. And so he said, everyone gets something. And also then they get some practice for the life. Improvement is there.
That's a great testimonial of how it can help in corporate world.
Yeah,
It's good.
yeah. If they are open, I think they can learn a lot.
Yeah. If they say yes, Haji, they will be
Mhm.
fine.
Right.
So and kind of pursuing that, saying yes or Haji, can we interpret that as more of acknowledging a request or a comment? I've heard what you've said. Thank you for what you've offered. That's an interesting perspective, and let's think about that. Is that okay to kind of, I like the word acknowledge rather than just saying yes, because my sense is that if we just say yes to everybody all the time, one is for them asking us to do something, but the other is they're asking to do something. And if we say yes, they might not listen any more than that and feel that they have complete authority to do whatever they want. Is there a way to temper the replies that we would offer when there's someone requesting something from us?
No, I think they should also know that we will say based on rules, regulation, or based on, whatever our methods are, our conscience will allow. We just don't say yes.
Okay.
Many times we say yes, but then after that we explain them that it won't be possible for now, or later on we will look into that. We can always, so we're not denying, we're not saying no,
Okay.
but also we are asking for whatever we have to look into, whether it's the time, whether it's the conditions,
Yeah.
whatever. But I think we definitely could say that it won't work or not practical, not possible, something like that. But Baba
Curious.
said, don't cut it,
Yeah. Yeah. Not to stop that. And because you brought that up, when we talk about the cut, Baba said that that then brings out the sanskars. What's the connection between someone being hurt or denied or blocked and then sanskars coming in at that time?
Mm.
Why would those sanskars, I guess they're old sanskars, where they don't have the power to change or adapt? What is the connection between being cut and activating old sanskars?
Mm. I see that every day. I see that you know, as Baba also said that one is to say things in a humble way, in a practical, loving way. Other is kind of dictating people, right? So many will resist that, and so they are very loving. They are surrender, but the way you say things could revolt in them, and then they will become like people who could argue with you. They can be loud response to you. So we're creating those sanskars in other person, and then your sanskars,
Yeah.
the sanskar of other person, they are harmonized, but also we have to learn how to communicate properly with others. Is very important.
Okay. In the point, the Avyak signal, it mentions a couple of things that just want a little clarity or expansion on. Say Haji, but then it says after an appropriate time. How do you understand an appropriate time? You can talk to them.
I think the first thing, I will normalize my feelings towards a issue or a person, because if you are holding that feelings, when you will speak, it's very obvious, and that could make people, because what I find, lot of people, most of the people respect you, everyone, right? And then when they find that it's not accepted, then their sanskar also emerge. I notice that, we have many receptionists, and in Harmony House, I remember in the beginning, some were kind of very strong and very quick to give answers. And I will always use word, please, can you help me with this? I always try to talk to politely. And they learned, they respond that way. So we should not create those sanskars within others where they become loud and they become argumentative, which they were not before. They had sanskars, but their sanskars were not active or interactive. So we have to be very careful that what kind of seeds I am sowing in others. Plus, don't lose respect, when you say things not in the right way. They still love you and respect you, but it can't continue for a long time. It does cause sorrow to each other also.
Yeah, well, that concept of cutting somebody seems to be hurtful and painful, and they've often said that our words hurt more than whatever else there might be. It's we can say things that go very deep into the heart.
Yeah, that's true. They say that the wound of the sword can be healed very quickly, but the heart of the words take longer time.
Yeah, yeah. And in that same phrase, it was talking about appropriate time and to give a signal about the thought. You can say, yes, we'll think about it, but what kind of a signal should we communicate? How would we do it? What is the signal? What is being meant by that phrase?
Yeah, it's quite you have to have love, you have to have good feelings. But how to tell someone is a little bit complicated, because people are very, very oversensitive, and they are smart, right? People, whatever you have in your thoughts and feeling, they do feel that immediately. But then a time comes with your goodwill, with your good wishes, in right way, in good words. You have to give signal. But if other person is not ready to accept it, so time is not there for them to transform. So you can't do anything. You can't force people to behave in a particular way or speak in a particular way. So you let it go, and they will change at the right time. Because sanskars and the behavior of a person, you can't change it. They have to change it. So at the right time, I think they know what they have to do, but either they are not ready, or they don't have power, or somewhere internally their ego is not allowing them to change. There must be some reasons, definitely.
It would make sense that there's some reasons, but I'm just thinking that if we say yes and acknowledge and we try to communicate in something, they might still be left with an upset feeling about themselves not being able to change, or upset that you haven't seen and totally agreed with what they've got. And so that still is going to cause a little challenge in the relationship. And what would be the best way to allow them to, grow, move forward, understand, not kind of wallow in
Hmm.
upset?
Yeah, it's it's quite challenging and quite difficult. But either you keep seeing the damage, and if you keep seeing a lot of people are being hurt, relationships doesn't work for some people. So it's like very difficult to tell them. So you just observe and drama and karma philosophy. It must be their karma. But for God's service, I think, like in our lives, we were very open, and Dadis could tell us very seriously, this is the time to change, and we did change. It's not that sometimes you want to do it in a friendly and loving way. So I definitely sometimes wonder what is the right time when Baba says appropriate time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it has to have time according to drama.
Okay. Well, if a soul doesn't pick up the signals and is going to take sorrow from that, it seems that drama is going to be the teacher in that case.
Mhm. What you think? Are you able to catch signals?
Um, I catch all the signals that I know that I'm being given, so I'm not even sure if I'm missing signals that are being sent my way.
Are you able to follow or
Um, yeah, I do my best to cooperate and to say yes. And I'm reminded there's a interaction. Sometimes when people perform on a stage, there's a phrase or a concept, yes and. So whatever anybody does, accept it. Yes, and add something to it. Don't ever stop and say, no, that's not right. This isn't the right thing to do. Why did you say this? It's just, yes, whatever you've given me is appropriate. And what can I do with that? What should I do next? And so that keeps things flowing. So
Hmm.
try to keep things flowing.
Yeah, it's quite a practice and require tolerance and patience and trust and very sensitive issue there.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes there's a feeling you wish you could help more. And I was kind of struck with what Dadi Janki said in that section. We can help them through our stage. And so
Mm.
when there's interaction, I guess if we have a strong, powerful stage, that's in itself subtly might be beneficial, that they would recognize differences, they would recognize, or they would get the power to accept or be humble. I'm not quite sure how our stage translates into helping someone become more agreeable, but I'm going to accept that. Do you have any thoughts about our stage helping others in our interactions?
Yeah, I think we have to just be a good example, and it shouldn't influence us. That's
Okay.
another thing we have to be careful, because I find that whenever I have done something because someone said to me to do it, I find it never works. That means I have to accept, I have to understand, then I have to do it, and it goes right. But if someone said, tell this one not to do that, it has to come from me, not necessarily from someone else.
Yeah.
So I think understanding of relationship, karmas, use of powers within those relationships are very important. And more we do that, then easier it becomes. The trust grows and relationships get better and better.
Good. Great.
Okay. Everything okay in New York, right?
Yeah, we're getting ready for a public Diwali on Sunday.
Mm.
And so that's happening. And we'll have actually our old friend, who's now the comptroller, who was our local assemblyman. He will be joining us. And so should be a very nice program.
Yeah, we are nowhere lights or anything because of Nirvar Bhai. So
Ah,
it's just offering bhog and having public program, but no lights and
really?
no
Okay.
cultural program, nothing.
That's right.
We were supposed to send a note, but we thought people themselves should know that he was the main person of the organization like that is, So that's why we're not doing anything anywhere.
Okay.
Just
Jan
simply
Srover used to have so much light for Diwali.
no lights, no.
Hmm. Okay.
Because you can't celebrate Diwali. At least it's very near, no. It's only 1 month or so. So
Okay.
okay.
Very good.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
Then.
Om
Okay.
Shanti.
Om
Haji.
Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Haji, Haji, Haji. So tomorrow is again very special day. It's a global bhatti day, creating the nature of the golden age. Beautiful topic. And we'll open our Zoom from Amritwala 3:30 a.m. until evening with Avikti Parivar. So anyone who would like to do bhatti, you are most welcome during the day. Whatever little time you have, you can join Avikti Parivar for the bhatti. It will include the whole day schedule. So morning 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. Amritvela, but will continue. Then we will have a Hindi Avek Murli. Special instrument will be there to read the Murli until 8:30 a.m. and then Bhatti will continue, and then afternoon Avek the children Murli. Sorry, Avek the children class 1:30 to 3 p.m. Avek the youth class 3 to 4 p.m. And then Bhatti will continue, and then we'll continue with the Vikti Parivar sessions in this series, English series. So chit chat. So that's the schedule for tomorrow. So wonderful to be here in Gyan Sarovar. And you all are also flying with us. Vikti Parivar is also here. So now let's remember Baba and take drishti from Didi.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti.